Elio guys, and welcome back. In today's little video, I wanted to bring to you guys another account update. Now I haven't done this on my main account for a very long time, and the Casualty account, which we'll also have a video on this later, is pretty much what has taken over in terms of this process here. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So basically, what am I talking about? Elio, what are you talking about here? Basically, what I'm just saying is that I haven't really talked about my main account too much, other than probably maybe 1 or 2 times last year in whatever 1,000 videos that I put out here. But I figured it was kind of important to bring it up now because I kind of just realized that, you know, over time that you can hit goals, and it's perfectly fine to hit goals, but in order to get better, at least to a level that you are fine with, because this is a video game, it's important to kind of reestablish those goals and talk about what has happened before and what you plan to do in terms of making things better. Because if you guys haven't checked out here, shameless plug, my account review from last year, that kind of opened up my eyes that I was like, wow, you know, I have a whole bunch of Astral. Of course, there's a whole bunch of like lovely light and dark Nat 5, so check out that video. But are they really super duper quality? Are they super duper useful? And that has led me here today to kind of bring up a small update, I guess, in terms of the account in general. So, I mean, just going through my mon box as I talk here, one of the main things I've been focusing on lately is making sure that mons that are in World Boss, for example, have trinkets on them. Do these mons have trinkets? Are they upgraded trinkets? All the mons that I'm using inside of World Boss, are these guys like rocking skill books? If I have skill books that can be applied to them? Yes? Okay, that's great. No? Let me go and check them out here. So one of the tips that I could offer you, especially if you're serious about your world boss damage, at least if you're on like an emulator, for example, where I can take screenshots at ease, is this lovely thing called Microsoft Paint right here. So in this video, you can see that I kind of taken a snapshot of all of my Astramon, and I can see their damage outputs. And then I've been making notes along the way during world boss to kind of keep track of who I'm improving and kind of indicating to myself, okay, if this mon has like a red square around it, that means I've checked out their trinkets. That means I've checked out their gems. Either they still suck and I need to replace them, or I just need to get better gems or something of that nature. I also leave little notes like this to be like, okay, if I want more damage out of this mon in World Boss, I need to super evo them. So that kind of keeps it going in my mind to be like, hey, you have enough light super evo stones, go ahead and slide it over there to freaking your light Loki, because you're using him in world boss. His damage is okay, but you can improve that purely with a super evolution, of course super ascension as well, but you know, it is what it is right there. But this is an easy way for me at least to kind of keep track of what my mons are doing damage wise. All 3 of these teams, I want to say the first team is like 37 million. The second one kind of averages about 36 million, and then my weakest averages on, you know, on a very, very good day, like 32 million tops. It's usually around there, but my goal is obviously just to have 40 million all across the board for all 3 for World Boss. And then I'll just retire from putting effort towards World Boss. The second thing I want to talk about too is that I have also been dedicating myself here to a multi-month project, because last year when I destroyed the rest of my MSO luck, I was fortunate enough to pull a second Dark Indra, who at this point in time I keep getting just destroyed with super ascension, where he's not getting devastating strike, which there's like what, 15-20 abilities, so I unfortunately don't have any control over him not getting it, even though I've super ascended him multiple times and still have gotten ripped off here. But one of the things with him especially is that his resist just needs to be improved, because it's very, very bad. He is on crit rate attack, which isn't optimal, but it is better than nothing in the very, very end. So one of my goals is to kind of clean up his gem quality, but that's also been on the back burner right now because I've been working on getting Holy Gleams, not only from just daily login, doing your dailies, we get 3 every month, Tower of Chaos, etc., but also farming out the stupid scam points for the Holy Gleam in terms of PvP, which is 4,000 points. That is a terrible cost for it, but you got to make sacrifices for the greater good, and I feel like I'm on the tail end of that experience, even though we have gotten once again 2 more Dark Venuses and also 2 more Light Venuses. It's unknown to me at this point in time though if I want to kind of continue on with just sacrificing all my Holy Gleams and giving them to Venus, because I could probably squeeze out another Evo 3 Venus after this one, to be honest, if my math is correct. But you know, is that going to be a big game changer? I'll wait and see how things progress once I'm done with this process before I move on to that one. So I'm in the process of wrapping that up here. Obviously gem quality is another thing to think about, super ascension and stuff of that nature to kind of help top those guys off to get them ready with my Double Dark Indra team for Light Titan. But that's what I've been working on in terms of the account here. Another thing too is, I don't know why, because I just like collecting, but I'm also on the tail end of completing like the Astral guide, not entirely, but completing the Astral guide for like the legendary Astral. So if I can show you, I believe I have Dark Chimera left, I want to say. Yeah, so I have Dark Chimera left, and then I should be done with all of getting the legendary mons to Evo 3, and I have all of their types. Now, I obviously sacrificed the Light Chimera after I got him to Evo 3 to get the Dark Chimera, not because the Light one isn't useful. I don't remember what his skills are. He probably sucks anyways, but just to have it in Astral Guide. Like, I don't care if I don't have that Astramon anymore. I got proof, I got pictures, it happened. Congratulations. That's pretty much all I want here. So once I get Dark Chimera done, then obviously farming story stages will be a lot better for me, because I'm not thinking in the back of my head that, oh, you know what, I should farm here even though I need super stones because I want to finish the Astral Guide. So once he's done, things are looking up. I can focus more so on getting more super stones and not kind of compromising in between those. So I'm looking forward to that. And I would say that's pretty much it in terms of what I've been working towards at this point in time. I do want to kind of touch up on my other Titans teams in the future once I finish up with the whole Light Titan team focus. But obviously that has to come in the future. And I'm also slowly Evo 3ing other mons, like I think Fire Poseidon was Evo 3 the last time you guys saw him. But I ended up Evo 3ing another Mr. C here. I have plenty of Shinobis and Wukongs that I'm kind of working on here, and my storage just kind of overflowed with Nat 5s at this point in time, but that's okay. I have a whole bunch of wet Acers, but they're stuck at Evo 2 because I can't pull anything but Acers. Well, wet Acers, I should say. And then also, when I've been getting some excess claims, I've been slowly working towards getting my other like Light and Dark Nat 5s to Evo 3. My most recent Evo 3 Astramon is, where's she at? Is Dark Hohenheim. Do I use my Dark Hohenheim? We're not here talking about that. We're not talking about that. That's easy roll boss damage. I did end up getting her to Evo 3 though, so I'm excited to kind of get the mons that I have sitting here at Evo 2 forever to Evo 3. That's one of my biggest goals as well, because that's the Astral Guide, not to mention, once again, kind of easy roll boss damage. So that's what I've been working on in terms of this account here. Really just focusing and honing on a couple of things here, which once those things are done, I can move on to the next. Like just boosting up my overall Titan damage. I don't need to be hitting like goo goo gaga numbers or anything like that. I just want to do better than what I'm doing now. That's pretty much my only goal here. And then after that, obviously the sky is the limit. And with the whole, what is it, the Dimension Defense dungeon coming out here in the future, things could be interesting there. We get Zeus's introduction into the game, and of course there's like the Odin Super Evolution and stuff like that. But the basis of this video is just to go ahead and create some goals for yourself in terms of MSL or anything that you may be doing or anything that you may be working on. Hold yourself accountable for it, even if you kind of slack off in the beginning. Work towards it, even if it takes a while, and you will get there. And you will be glad that you did so. But yeah, that's pretty much just a little simple account update. Feel free to leave in the comments below about what you guys are working towards, or if there's a video that you guys would like to see to kind of help you work towards whatever your goal is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.